Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Of all the pathetic, desperate strategies, of all the pathetic pivots, this is what they come up with? I guess we're already done with Project 2025, I guess that was fun now, wasn't it? I called it ahead of the week that that's what Democrats would be running with, and boy did they run. But saying the words Project 2025 over and over again isn't a spell that magically produces political results. Obviously that plan has failed. The Project 2025 fear-mongering play is officially over. I guess we're now on to the next thing, the next distraction. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's genius plan of impeaching 2 Supreme Court justices. Yep, Democrats know exactly what to do when chaos erupts. Let's take a look at this latest distraction. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so I guess we're in testing season. Democrats are just throwing stuff at the wall, waiting for something to stick. Project 2025 failed, and so now I guess we're fear-mongering about the Supreme Court.
Just minutes ago, we got breaking news that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has officially filed articles of impeachment against Justices Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas. That comes just after Senators Sheldon Whitehouse and Ron Wyden made a formal request to DOJ. They want a special counsel appointed to criminally investigate Supreme Court Justice Thomas for accepting travel and the loan of a luxury car from wealthy donor friends. NBC's Ryan Noble still with us on Capitol Hill. MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin is here with me. Okay, Ryan, what do we know about these impeachment articles? I know this story just broke. What happens next?
So this comes from, as you rightly point out, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York City, and she's filed 2 articles of impeachment against Justice Samuel Alito and Justice Clarence Thomas. And these articles of impeachment are not based in any of the decisions that either of these 2 justices have made, but instead specifically about their conduct around the office. For instance, in both Thomas and Alito's case, she is accusing them of not properly disclosing financial benefits and gifts that they were given by donors and others, and in some cases people that had business before the court or even had a vested interest, a political interest in some of the issues before the court. And she's also doing that in the case of Clarence Thomas, saying that he refused to recuse himself from certain cases that his spouse had a vested interest in as well. His wife, Ginny Thomas, of course, was very much involved in the Stop the Steal effort, the efforts to overturn the 2020 election and things along those lines. Also, she is accusing Justice Alito as well of refusing to recuse himself from certain cases of which he may have a conflict of interest. So these are very specific accusations that Ocasio-Cortez is leveling against these 2 Supreme Court justices. It comes at a time where Democrats are getting increasingly frustrated about the direction of the court, obviously the decisions that this court has rendered over the past couple of months, but also the conduct of these Supreme Court justices and the lack of oversight that they apparently seem to have without any kind of specific code of ethics that they must follow.
What a pathetic waste of time, and what a pathetic waste of taxpayer dollars this would be. Another phony impeachment. I'm not exactly sure what Democrats are thinking, but this whole theatrical performance, this LARP, that the nation is facing the threat of a Christo-fascist takeover and it's starting at the Supreme Court. Yeah, I don't think it's really convincing anyone. It simply feels like hyperbole and over-dramatization. It feels like a drama, like a Hollywood production, more than an actual issue. I don't think this is going to yield the results that Democrats think it is. This constant exaggerating, taking the Roe v. Wade decision, the Supreme Court immunity decision, the Chevron deference decision, taking these very complex legal decisions and presenting them as all being part of this plot to overthrow the government, this slow right-wing fascist takeover. You know, it's starting to read as parody. It's starting to read as ridiculous. But what it really reads as is just yet again another tantrum. I think most people are desensitized to this nonsense at this point. Democracy is under threat. Oh, here we go again. I guess it's the end of my rights as we know it. Oh, here we go again. Donald Trump's in the polls. I guess it's nuclear Armageddon. People just aren't buying it anymore, and we're just seeing the same selfish, narcissistic pattern of behavior over and over. If I don't get what I want, then it's a threat to democracy. That's essentially what Democrats do. It's a 10-year-old emotionally manipulative tantrum. Anytime they don't get what they want, any constitutional decision is made from the conservative Supreme Court majority that they disagree with, it's a threat to democracy. It's time to throw a full-blown tantrum. And now they think that this behavior is going to somehow turn this election around. It's going to somehow breathe new life into sleepy, creepy, falling apart piss pants Joe Biden. Give me a freaking break. Not happening. These pathetic attempts at political rhetoric aren't convincing anyone. One insulting failure after another, and I say insulting because really it's insulting to have to be subjected to this nonsense. And I'm saying that to segue to the next clip as we continue to dissect the desperate flailings of the Democrat establishment. These panicking fools went from, "We got this, Donald Trump's going down, I beat him once and I'll beat him again," to "Joe Biden's got a cold and leave him alone, it's just a stutter," to "Oh my God, Project 2025, it's coming for all of us," to now this Supreme Court nonsense, to now if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're going straight to hell. Yes, unironically, I guess that's a new talking point that Democrats are workshopping.
Fact that we don't have a farm bill because the Republicans have decided they want to cut $30 billion from SNAP benefits when people only get $6 a day to eat from SNAP in the first place. You have a party that has sided with the Supreme Court that said it is okay to criminalize homelessness and it's okay for people to go hungry in the streets of America. If that's the America that you feel like is great, then you do have a candidate and you do have a party that will give you all of that hell. But I'm telling you right now that that is not what I consider to be greatness, and that's not living up to the promise of America the Beautiful. So you have an option. It may not be the perfect options that you were looking for, but I can guarantee you one is closer to knocking on the doors of heaven and the other is absolutely going straight to hell.
If you vote for Joe Biden, then you're knocking on the doors straight to heaven. And the other path, which of course implicitly is Donald Trump, that's a path straight to hell. Nice. Now, do I really need to say it? Do I need to go on this whole elaborate spiel as to why this is a garbage talking point? I don't think so. But yet again, it displays the desperation of the Democrat Party. They're emotional, with their backs against the wall, throwing a frickin' tantrum. We're gonna impeach this guy, we're gonna throw this guy in prison, we're gonna do anything at any cost to stop this orange man from becoming president. I mean, we've heard their language before. Democrat voters appealing to their politicians say stuff like, "You're not gonna let him get back in office again, are you? We can't let this happen." I mean, freakish authoritarian tendencies. They're desperate, flailing, emotional, out of control, and of course irresponsible. And so no wonder they're saying complete insulting nonsense like, if you don't vote for their president, you're going straight to hell. Holy frickin' moly. Politics in 2024. Welcome to Clown World, the absolute state of the world. I don't really need to say much more these days. The Democrats are doing my job for me. Let's just give them the platform and watch them self-destruct. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.